quiet in here. Telekar's servants don't like things with blood inside them. And they really don't like noise. There's a big sparkly door inside the Constellation Room. It's this big lock Vistari made, to keep him asleep inside. She doesn't come around anymore. I think that's why the door isn't so sparkly. Telekar's wife. They fought and fought, because he was a bad man, and she was a good woman. But she thought she could change him. When she realized he'd always been bad, she locked him in here. But the lock grew weak, and now he's waking. Vistari left 3 of the things we need in special rooms around the ruins. The 4th is stuck inside some of Telekar's servants. If you smash them open, I won't tell. But about all the pieces, I don't know how to make them work together. I'm sorry. I can distract Telekar's servants. Point the Bone Scepter at one of them and I'll blind it. Then you can smack it until it falls down. Don't worry, it's not like you're hurting it. They get back up again, eventually. Oh, all right. The most important thing is the book Vistari wrote in when she locked the door. We need to find that so we know what to do in the Constellation Room. There's an old skull Telekar stole from Menomarco. Then there's a glowy vial. I don't know what's inside, but if you listen real close, you can hear whispers. Oh, and the Milky Rocks. You'll find those inside some of Telekar's servants. I can distract Telekar's servants. Point the bones. Behold, the Forbidden Room. I come here to think sometimes. It's where Vistari left the book she wrote in when she put Telekar to sleep. once we find all the pieces we need. The moaning room. I don't like the moaning room. All the servants. Once we find all the pieces, I don't like the moaning room. I don't like the moaning room. All the servants used to live in the cages, but Bastari brought that old skull back here. I'm sure of it. Find all the pieces. It's the smelly room. That glowy vial lit the hallways when Vistari carried it back from the Constellation room. That's the last of them. We have all the pieces. We should go to the Constellation room and put Telekar back to sleep. You have everything Vistari had when she made Telekar go to sleep. I don't remember how she did it. I'm sorry. But I know she used the altars in the Constellation Room. You have everything Vistari had. You have everything Vistari.
Skull, maybe?
Something's happening. I think it's working.
Who are you? How dare you intrude within my... What? It's
No!
you!
Let me go!
You there! Explain yourself! What are you doing in my home? Who are you? Why have you invaded my home? The Shades defend my home from thieves. Neither I nor my servants bear any interest in the living. My work concerns one who died long ago. And now, I would know why this creature travels with you. Simple-minded thing. Those wards haven't contained me for decades. I remain within by choice. Now, I'm at a critical juncture in my research, and I need this creature to complete it. If you interfere, I'll drive you from my home.
No, please! I don't want to stay here!
You dare interrupt me? Kalian, my son, see to this intruder.
It hurts.
Again, you trouble me at a critical juncture. What must I do to hasten your attempting to restore my son despite your interruptions? That creature is a piece of him, an imperfect piece. If I reunite flesh and spirit, he's my son. I'd do anything to restore him to a fraction of himself. With refinement, I can make him whole again. Vastari thought this hubris. If she hadn't left this world, I'd try to make her understand. That we could one day be a family again. I needed time to refine my methods, and time I have had. And now, I have his spirit. I don't wish to harm this creature. But without the Bone Scepter to control it, I must resort to cruder methods. You what? That scepter is crafted from my own bones. It can bind the creature to his immortal husk. Once Kalian's wounds, you feared I would raise an undead army to march through Grahtwood? My wife and I spurned Mannimarco for a reason. But in return for binding this creature to my son's husk, I pledge we will remain within our home forever. He was young when he had his accident. Too young. The creature you've met can't fully comprehend the world around it. Unless properly supervised, it could harm itself or others without knowing what it did. No, to set it free would be a cruelty. Kalian is my son. I needed all his remains to craft the husk, so I had to use my own for the scepter. To command a spirit, use a focus made of its bones or those of its close relatives. Basic necromantic principle. I broke through Vastari's ward just under a century ago. I have remained here ever since, attempting to restore what remained of my family. I will never leave, as long as Kalian remains at my side. This is my home.
No, please. You can't make me be a monster. I don't want to be here anymore. It hurt when I was a monster. It hurt worse than these chains. I want my father to sleep so I can go away. I don't know. I wish you could use the Bone Scepter on him. Point it at his body. There, on the throne. And tell him to go to sleep. Then I could far away from here. Somewhere safe and warm. Somewhere where I'd have friends. Go away.
I won't beg, but I implore you to restore my son. I have waited so long. No! What are you? What?
You did it! You did it! I'm free! I'm finally free! Thank you. Thank you. don't know. But whatever it is, I'll be far away from here. Telekar can't hurt me anymore. Here, I can open a portal so you can be with your friends. Tell them I'm sorry about the Shades. As long as they stay away, they should be fine.
I don't know what you did, but the Shades are a bit sluggish. We'll hold off the dig until they return to the...
This Telekar business is deplorable. So close to Eldenroot. No doubt the Mages Guild will take the blame for it all. In the shadow of Eldenroot, you said?
The Shades seem to have weakened, but that hasn't stopped them from probing this camp. Doesn't matter how long it takes. General Indari, she told us with
Hey Aika, how are you?
No one keeps...
Avani is a great blacksmith. His daggers are sharp enough to cut the air.
Your value?